In Saudi Arabia, you don't see churches, you don't see Christians wearing crosses or David's star. You don't see any of this. And what's happening? It's not permitted. But when a Christian convert to Islam, it's all right. Welcome home. It's because they have oil, and we are scared of them. Al-Qaeda is calling the Christian today in the Middle East to leave the land or else. The Muslim of Dubai, UAE, and Qatar purchased 54% of the UK stock exchange. 54% of Oslo, Norway stock exchange. They control the economic sector already in UK and Oslo, Norway. Today, they're in process to purchase the majority of stocks in the United States of America. Welcome home, Muslim. Global bankers are being seduced by Islamic dictators. Islamic Sharia banking is coming to the United States of America and other Western nations. Thank God for Citicorp, HSB, International Banking Organization, Dutch Bank, Morgan Stanley, and Goldman Sachs, Jewish organization. They are welcoming Sharia banking. Great Britain now pledging to become the Islamic banking center of the world. Great Britain. Europe is so down now. The water level last time I spoke to you, it was right here. Today, the water is over there. They have to kick their feet, take a breath, and come down. When I spoke to one of the Interpol, when I said to him, "What are you guys going to do?" He said, "Can I tell you something in secret?" Well, it was in England, it was not here. He said, Europe in the next 5 years will have to fight for its sovereignty. Will have to go to civil war to get their country back. And I'm telling you, they don't know how to fight. Those Muslims over there, they've been cutting sheep's necks and chicken necks since they've been children. We're buying everything frozen. Sorry, bad joke. Islamic banking and finance creates sales and services product that they are strict accordance with Sharia. In Islamic culture, it's referred to as Sharia finance and covers the practices of banking, investment, bonds, loan, brokerage, and so on. And it's called for alms giving, which is zakat. You must, if you're taken from Islamic banking, you must give zakat, 2.5% of your income. It's a must. Whether you like it or not, it's coming out of your bank account. It's not up to you. Zakat demands 2.5% of revenue to be donated to Islamic charity. If a Western bank follow these rules, their contribution will be staggering. It will certainly, that portion of the money will go to the hand of radical Muslims who are sworn to destroy USA and Israel and replace the government with Sharia law government. To ensure Sharia compliance, banks must hire Sharia scholars. We're hiring Muslim scholars everywhere. Our military, our banking system, our CIA, our FBI. The Supreme Court considering to hire a Muslim judge that just became a citizen from Egypt. They're flying me to Washington, D.C. to speak against that. Let me remind you again, the 666 is a control, the mark of the beast that control economically. And they are going after this. America has been warned numerous times, many times, by Al-Qaeda and by Iran. Aslim Taslim. If you don't become Muslim country, we're coming to get you. Christian in a Muslim country has to obey Sharia law and have 3 choices. 1, accept Islam. 2, pay jizya, which is taxation for being an infidel. 3, face jihad. Take your head off. Christians today pay jizya on purpose. You know what jizya means? Punishment. The Muslims don't make peace treaties today. They make hudna. When Israel fought with the Hezbollah in south of Lebanon, they go toward the rockets in the Bekaa Valley. When we invaded Iraq, we talked about those long-range missiles with heavy, with the chemical heads. And America was going over there to get them, and all of a sudden, they did not find them. Well, I'm here to tell you, they exist in south of Lebanon. They exist in south of Lebanon. And when Israel was ready to break through, the Muslims start screaming, peace, peace. They're not saying peace, they're saying hudna. Let me teach you about hudna. The hudna is when it deemed by imams and his surrogate that it is advantage for the Muslim to do so. If the Muslim are weakened, then they make peace treaty immediately, which is called hudna. But it ceases in short time. Hudna is limited period for 4 months. And you can break it anytime you want. And if I have time, I would have tell you the story, what we did before. But we don't have time, so I'm going to press through. Hudna is the last, it can last to up 10 years. Let me remind you that the Antichrist will make hudna with the Israelis for 7 years, and he will break it in 3 years. Remember that. It's not a peace treaty, it's a hudna treaty. 200 years after Muhammad died, Sunni scholars wrote down 6 collections of authoritative hadith and the tradition of what Muhammad said. Hadith is what Muhammad said and how he lived. And this is what Sharia Islam is made out of. Today, in Detroit, Michigan, and Dearborn, Michigan, it has been given to them to pray from the top of their mosque on loudspeakers 5 times a day. In your home. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. In your face, American, in your face, American. American women are paid up to $40,000 to marry a terrorist so she can bring him to the United States of America. When he gets his green card, she leaves and marries another one. The power of propaganda that the Muslims use in the United States, it's powerful. Anytime somebody said something or touched them, the ACLU comes, the big brother. Let us love you. The ACLU is working to destroy this country. America must get on their feet and start voting. America must start getting on their feet. Like Pastor Jack said last night, see who is affecting your Christianity, who is affecting your righteousness, your holiness. See who's doing this and vote for the right thing. It's not he or she. It's not black or white. It's not this. Vote for what's good and what's pure and what's wholesome. What's affect your children someday. The Muslim will want to usher their Christ, Al-Mahdi. Al-Mahdi is to replace the true Messiah, and he will lead the Muslim world to victory. Hadith of Muhammad, at the end of time, the Mahdi will come and many people will be dead. Before the Mahdi come, hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions, will be dead because of his coming, the usher of his coming. Islam will spread over the entire world. This is from Sahih, Bukhari or Muslim. The senior Hamas leader, Mahmoud al-Azhar, dogma said, said that they would mean there will be no Jews. That one day it'll be Muslim domination only. When a Muslim converts to Christianity, it's called treason and they are murdered, they're killed. It's double standard. Islam is the only religion that sanctions murder by Sharia law.